While most people know me from my Best of Leona performance back in the RQ Houston, my actual favorite legend from Origins is Set, the deck that I brought to my second RQ in Las Vegas, and I narrowly missed on the Best of, getting second place by just a few placements / 1 point. And it still haunts me to this day. So when they introduced the new orange-yellow legend from Vendetta, Ambessa, who also, like Set, has a power recycling mechanic that offers massive swings in the game, I naturally was very intrigued. So I called up the big fundamental himself, Sam Sherman, who also impressed many people not only with his mid-range Draven play, but also shocked the entire Riftbound world when he almost won an RQ with Rengar. But as a forewarning, the list is highly experimental. Sam sent me changes last night to the list based on his testing the day before. So a lot of this is up in the air. We're going to talk a lot about what could be changes to the deck. It's a ton of good stuff, and Sam's a good time. So I hope you guys enjoy this one. Hey everybody, welcome back for another episode of Riftbound Legend 101. Today, my guest is Sam Sherman, who has won a regional qualifier, top to another, and he played it using his patented kind of like mid-range style, playing really good, just solid fundamental Riftbound is like the way I like to describe it. So Sam, welcome to the show. It's a pleasure to have you, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
All right, so today we are going to be going over Ambessa. So far, we covered a lot of the other legend, but today you said you want to talk about Ambessa, and I watched some of the content that you've been playing with Anu on your YouTube channel, as well as hopping into Ranked. So can you give me the breakdown on what you think Ambessa does really well? Like, what is she trying to do as her game plan? And then kind of break down a little bit about how the deck functions.
Okay, so I have tried a number of different Ambessa decks, and they have all been pretty underwhelming.
Okay. Yeah.
So what I like about Ambessa is that her legend ability gives a lot of nimbleness, is kind of a word I use for it, but like you both have the ability to go in with a unit you played this turn or run away with a unit you scored this turn. Both of those are pretty good things to have. You know, it's a pretty steep cost. You have to pay a power every time you use it.
Yeah.
And you have to, constantly feed it by empowering stuff, which are both not trivial. So in the interest of being able to afford that power, I have the 3 Seals of Unity in the deck, as well as Risen Altar and Sandswept Tomb battlefields, both infuse a decent amount of power. So we want to be able to mitigate that cost of spending a bunch of power. I have not played with the Seals yet. That was an addition after my last build of Ambessa, where I was, recycling too many runes and not having a way to, build up my rune economy over time. So I added the Seals to deal with that. So to support Seals, you need several different things for your deck. One is you need to be able to spend power reliably every turn. So we have the Ambessa legend for that and a bunch of other cards that cost yellow power. So we've got that covered. But you also need to be able to draw cards, because what the seal does is give you a bunch of additional runes over the course of a game, but those runes are not very useful if you emptied your hand by playing some cards. So to that end, we've got 3 Shadow's Call, 3 Hidden Blade to keep our hand full.
Okay, understood. So Shadow's Call is like something that like we're going to be trying to use it aggressively to draw, or is it like we dump our hand and then we use Shadow's Call to try to finish?
Mostly with a card like this, you don't want to cast it until you are out of other good options. Like you'd rather develop, something to the board rather than playing Shadow's Call, but Shadow's Call is pretty cheap. Sometimes you can fit it in early, and we have a lot of disposable units. So just in the 2 drops, we have the Carrion Dredger and the Noxian Emissary, which we're happy to kill.
This is the one that it's kind of like a mini Forerunner if you empower it.
Yeah. So yeah, when that dies, you get a big refund, a lot of extra bodies.
Okay. I like it.
Shadow's Call. And then you also have the Vanguard Captain to give you some more recruits.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. And I noticed that those recruits also have synergy with some other things that can get power, right? You have like the tools of the Empire to make it push really heavily onto battlefields as well.
Yeah, the Tools of Empire has the synergy with Ambessa, where you can empower it to empower the Ambessa legend. And then also, like, once you have that in your base, all of these recruits are suddenly major threats in terms of like how they can impact an opposing hold.
Okay.
So that's pretty nice. And then Escaped Greyback is another card that has a big synergy with all this recruit stuff. If you've got disposable bodies around, that's 3 for a 5, which is a really good deal, and it empowers Ambessa. But you have to work for it. You can't just like put this in any deck. You gotta
Yeah,
have
yeah.
units to sacrifice.
One thing that I also see you can maybe do is like if you put a unit that has temporary on it. Let's say we have a unit that has temporary with Shadow's Call. We can conquer if they let it get an open battlefield. Then we can just like eat that with the grayback and then get a kind of a cheap empower that way. So and that sets up for the future turns because that's going to also empower Ambessa's Legend, which even gives us plays this turn as well, because that grayback can also push in if we need to as well. I see the synergies that you're trying to build here with the deck.
Yeah, it's definitely still a question of if it's actually worth doing all this, but I think the construction of the deck makes a lot of sense.
Okay.
We've got the Imperial Decree as well as another recruit synergy card.
Nice. Okay.
To turn all the recruits into monsters.
I like that. This is a good finisher card in Victor, and I think this, especially with the yellow seals, we actually could probably pull this off pretty consistently, it feels like.
Yeah, I hope so.
You said you haven't tested it so far because this is last second edition, so it'll be, I'm more than happy to be your guinea pig. Looking at some of the other cards here, I think Rengar and Vi are pretty straightforward, like top end for this deck. These are just aggressive options. Ambush is pretty powerful in particular. Trying to think if there's any other questions to think about.
Yeah, so the Vi is really nice with the Ambessa Legend because you can like play it to conquer a battlefield, then ready it and bring it home, and then use it to attack again next turn.
I like that. Okay. What about Kale? How often do you find yourself getting Kale to her final ascension, right? Empowering her 3 times and getting to this? Or is it just kind of another unit that can threaten if you have a lot of runes?
I would say it doesn't come up that often, but the threat of it is nice. And Kale is a card that if you have it in play, you can basically always empower something to empower your Ambessa Legend. So got a good synergy there. I'm not totally sure it's good. I think I was higher on it at the beginning of the set than I am now, but it certainly makes sense in Ambessa. So I'd like it to be good, but I'm not totally sure.
Has some synergy with our battlefield too, and power cost. She's cheaper if you can play her there somehow.
It's really good with Risen Altar, yeah. If you go to Risen Altar, you can get Kale to the Giga form pretty easily.
I like it. Okay. And then I think that covers most of it. Her signature spell is, it feels like another challenge or like another rampage.
Yeah, it's very similar to challenge. It's a little better in a few different ways. Like one, obviously it has flow, which is great.
Yeah, that's true.
And then the other thing is like if your opponent plays a pump spell in response, if it's challenged, then your unit dies. But with public execution, it just fizzles and doesn't do anything. So it's a little bit less risky.
Okay, I like that.
But yeah, it's definitely a little underwhelming.
Which one is public execution?
Public execution, yeah, just because of how similar it is to challenge.
Yeah, but at the same time, it feels like that base removal is pretty powerful, right? Like I imagine when I was watching a little bit of your gameplay, it felt very similar to just trying to be like Rek'Sai, where you try to like push into the battlefield, be really aggressive, kill all their stuff. But instead of like drawing extra cards, you just kind of like save your cards by readying it back. So I felt like that was the mentality that we should be taking in with this deck. Like try to push, double conk if you can, pull back, if that makes sense.
That's about right.
Okay. Let's talk a little bit about sideboard then, if we have anything worth mentioning. So Sabotage, what are we trying to think about Sabotage here with?
Dazzling Aurora, cards like Singularity or Falling Star or something, if you're worried about that kind of stuff.
Okay. Call the Weak, also more removal.
Yeah, I would say the sideboard is not very refined, but yeah, the Call the Weak seemed like a pretty thematic card with all the recruits. If you need to kill some kind of crazy backline unit like Elder Dragon or something. And then the Sacred Shears I wanted as a kind of grinding piece in matchups where kind of like for example, a Pack Ezreal deck. If you can get the Sacred Shears going, you can maybe draw 4 or 5 cards off it over the course of the game, which would be pretty incredible. But it's a little slow, so I don't think you want it in every matchup.
Okay. And then Salvage is just more gear hate, so that makes sense because gear hate is really important right now. I think in Riftbound, just killing a gear is really good. All right.
Salvage is a really nice one.
So I think with that being said, there's not too much more to talk about the baseline level. What battlefield do we want to start off with as like our blind game?
The way I was planning to do it is Sandswept Tomb, Blind, Risen Altar going first, and Trifarian Warcamp going second.
Okay.
Reason being, I want Risen Altar going first so that I can get to it more easily and get the discount. Like if I get my either Legion Marauder or Noxian Emissary as my 2-drop and go there, that's a pretty good deal. And then Trifarian Warcamp, I can kind of take that over with a bunch of recruits in my base, so that's more appealing as a going second, where you might have to fight for it, kind of thing.
Yep. Okay, that makes sense. So I think that's pretty much it. Let's go to some questions about it from other people who are asking. So I think people are curious about some of the combat trick stuff. What about cards like Punch First? What about Dragon Form? Dragon Form's like another token-based synergy card that people are playing in yellow right now.
So Punch First definitely is an incredibly good card. It was in my previous version of this deck. I have cut it because if you look at the rune split, I went up to
Oh wow.
8 yellow and only 4 orange.
Okay.
So I want a lot of yellow so that I can support all this yellow power stuff that I have going on with the yellow seals. So I don't really like to play Punch First without that many orange runes. And all the RQ decks that I've played Punch First, I had 8 orange runes. So even with 6 orange runes, it's a little dicey. You could build this deck to use Punch First, but it would have to be kind of a different setup.
Yeah. It sounds like foundationally the rune distribution doesn't really allow it. Because on average, if you don't have that many runes, okay, you have Punch First copies, but you might not even be able to play it your first few turns if you need it. So that could be pretty rough.
It is nice with Sandswept Tomb.
Ooh, that's true.
I wouldn't be surprised if I should be playing like 1 copy of Punch First or something. But
okay.
I cut it for this version.
Yeah. And then if you're off that battlefield, maybe that's when you take Punch First out because you realize you can't support very much. I can see that.
Dragon Form, I think, is sort of just the same card as Tools of Empire, but just fits a little worse with what the deck is doing.
Okay.
I like the fact that Tools of Empire can empower and can stick around for multiple turns. But Dragon Form is like a sensible card in a deck with 1,000,000 1-might units, so not a crazy suggestion.
Yeah, that also makes sense. What matchups do you side Call the Weekend? I mean, the one thing that I know people love about Call the Week is that's like one way you can deal with like Irelia, for example, or some like these Green Akali, some of these other problematic champions that are difficult to deal with.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So like we have the 3 Rampage and 2 Public Execution, but if your opponent is going to put something in their base that doesn't die to those cards for whatever reason, Akali Silent or Aurelia just being too scary to pump, or something like Elder Dragon that's too big, then Call the Week does a good job there.
The last one here is, how does this deck perform against other decks before the seal adjustment? So I guess you're saying he's asking before you put the seals in, because you sent this to me last night. How is this doing against some of the matchups that are most commonly seen in the meta?
So I wouldn't say that I have extensive testing with it, but I played against Anu when he was playing Mel, and I won pretty easily. And I played against TTA when he was playing Draven, and I lost pretty easily. But yeah, so I am not in the phase of this deck build where like I know everything and all the cards have exact purposes. I'm more still in the space where I'm feeling out Ambessa and trying to kind of figure out what to do with it.
Okay. I'm totally cool with that. I feel like one thing that I kind of appreciate when I watch Sam's content in general is that I feel like you're very honest about like, hey, I actually don't even know. So let's just try it out and see if this is the opening hand that I want, or if this card is good for this matchup. So I think we can find that out together. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah, I would say the vast majority of my games that I play of Riftbound are like that, where I call it playing to learn. And I really only switch to playing to win when I'm like actually in a tournament that I really care about, which currently is RQs.
Okay. That's cool. I think that's good. Like playing to learn. I mean, you talk very out loud about all your plays and whatnot. So looks like we have our first match, or our main match. Hopefully this goes pretty well. And best of games can go pretty quickly. So we'll see how this first game goes. And we're going to load it up with this Ambessa deck. We are going up against Draven. Okay, so this matchup you are familiar with.
Yeah, I played this yesterday and it didn't go very well. Or
Okay,
not
well,
yesterday, but
well, was there anything that we learned about like maybe our battlefields or anything like that, or are we going with the main game plan here?
yeah, no, just stick with the plan. Sandswept Tomb first, I think.
Okay, cool.
Um,
We won the dice roll, so we're gonna go first. That's nice.
yeah, so we want to be able to score points and not give up combat wins.
Okay.
Easier said than done, of course, but
I see
yeah.
Noxian Emissary. I like that. I don't know the value of Hidden Blade and Vi because those feel more situational cards.
Yeah, you can get rid of those. That makes sense.
Okay, and then because these are more proactive plays and these are more like if the situation calls for it.
Oh, you clicked the wrong button.
Oh shit. Wait, sorry. I did mulligan. Okay, I guess we're stuck with this game one then.
Right, that's fine.
I don't know rule decorum, but sorry, that's not good. Oops, sorry. I promise this is not my first time playing on TCG Arena. I thought I clicked that, but well, we can just pretend as if this was the mulligan that we got.
All right, Up from the Deep is pretty much their best play.
Okay.
So that's unfortunate. I think that means you're going to have to go in with this Noxian Emissary.
Okay. And I mean, we can empower immediately with the Sandswept Tomb.
No, you're thinking of the Risen Altar. Sandswept Tomb gives you a discount.
Oh, sorry. I have it confused. Okay, so I think we wanted to probably take Zon Warrens then and cycle through our hand.
Yeah, I'd probably dump one of these Hidden Blades.
Okay. I'm going to dump this and draw. I'm at 1. Development wise, we have Ambessa, or we can develop a 3-drop that might be a little awkward here.
Yeah, so you have a bunch of options that all kind of suck.
Okay.
So one option is you could empower Noxian Emissary, play Escape Break Greyback, and then just kill the Noxian Emissary right away.
Okay.
That would give you 2 recruits and a 5 in your base, empower your Ambessa, and leave nothing on a battlefield, which are all kind of nice properties. Some other options you could do is like, yeah, you could just slam the Ambessa probably onto the battlefield with the Noxian Emissary. Then you're at risk to something like a spinning axe. You would get totally wiped. So I don't love that.
Yeah, I think I like the Greyback suggestion here. I think that makes the most sense.
I think that's what I would do.
Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and power this by recycling 1. And then I'm going to immediately, well, technically I empower Ambessa by doing this. Then I'm going to target this Net Emissary, kill this, and then create tokens. For some reason, it won't let me create tokens otherwise.
Yeah, that is not great.
This dies, and then this is now empowered. And I think that's it. So, pass over.
All right, that wasn't so bad.
Yeah, that wasn't so bad.
Next
I feel like we
turn,
developed a good amount of power. We don't let him get the because the thing about Draven is we just want to avoid him getting so many free draws. I feel like.
Right.
Okay. So he double conquers at 2. It's gonna flash back or flow.
That's all you got.
Is he gonna leave up 2? Okay.
Okay.
That doesn't feel so bad.
Yeah. So now you can score with the Greyback, and then the question is, are you going to score the other side, and if so, how?
Okay.
And I guess you have to also decide what you want to discard.
I feel like I don't want to recycle power if I don't have to until I get steel. So I feel like the Vanguard Captain is very pricey. I'm looking at Kale and Carrion Dredger right now.
Yeah, okay. So do you want to just go to Zon Warrens with the Greyback and discard Vanguard Captain then?
Okay, that sounds good. We're going to draw that. Imperial Decree. Well, that makes me feel like Vanguard Captain was a good keep from that. But
well, yeah. I mean, so, okay. You should think about this. So you can either score Sandswept Tomb. Well, okay, so you have like 3 options for Sandswept Tomb. One is you could just send 1 recruit to kill the tentacle and leave it empty. You'll be at 2 and you won't be giving up a combat. Another option is you could send both recruits to conquer with your recruit, but then you'll be
vulnerable to his
backswing to die. Yeah, another option is you could go in and play Vi, but then you'll be leaving your Vi to die, or not to die, but well, maybe to die.
I feel like the Vi is better on offense here, so I was thinking like maybe we trade. Sorry, I guess I was like
Yeah.
I was trying to visualize the play, but then he immediately accepted it. So sorry about that.
Yeah, it's fine. I think I like this move of just leaving it empty
And then moving
because
the
I
gray back.
don't. No, you can. I think you can leave the gray back there. It's not really that threatened by what's going on.
Okay.
And then just yeah, develop those two in your back line. I think.
I think this makes sense. Yeah, the Vi feels like it's better when we have more units to try to get in. Looks like
Ooh,
we lost connection. I guess
disconnected.
we'll just like, wait for him to come back. But I like
Yeah.
this. I feel like I like this because it's also harder to get these units out onto the battlefield. But it's like always easy to get Vi in at any time. So I kind of like having
Yeah.
Vi in the hand.
Vi will be very nice once there's a. Okay, who did they cleave? Doesn't matter.
I'm assuming he
Yeah,
cleaved the Zealous fan, but
Yeah, that's fine.
okay, cool. So
Okay,
now
so
he's
they
at
Draw a
4.
card for Draven,
Mm-hmm.
and they discard and draw.
So we discard Tide Turner, stack deck so far. This is Ferris time. Oh, Kaisa and Noxus Hopeful. Okay. So
Okay,
there's
pretty good.
big minions here. Okay, so this is where it gets a little tricky with like how we try. Are we even able to play for any hold strategy here? I feel like we're not.
Well, you have a Hidden Blade, which is a card that can hold. You also have Ambessa the Wolf, which can be a 7 this turn if you want it to be. Although 7 is not a particularly good number.
Okay.
Like, okay, one option is, let's say you play like Ambessa the Wolf and Empower Kale, and you have a 4 and a 5 on both battlefields.
Yeah.
Then only one of your battlefields is going to get conquered, unless they do something.
Yep.
Which is kind of nice. You could just like kill the 2 tentacles, don't score, and like develop your Ambessa and empower your Kale, and then like your backline is pretty scary.
Okay. I like that play. So we're actually gonna just trade here.
Yeah. So the problem with this play is you're getting pretty behind on points, but
I feel like, yeah, we're getting behind on points, but I'm not entirely sure if we can afford to extend too much onto the battlefield here.
yeah.
Okay. So we're going to do Ambessa here. And then we're going to 1, 2, 3 empower Kale.
Yeah.
And then we're going to sit here. Okay. And it's
Yeah.
not worth like doing anything like moving in and then like moving back with Matriarch of War, right?
Yeah, I don't think so. If you had a seal, that would be great. You
Okay.
could just do that for free.
Yeah.
I think I would rather just build up your runes.
Dude, Draven's so hard to push into. It feels like he gets all
Yeah.
these like free points and free draws. Oh man. Uh-oh. Okay.
Oh God. Okay. So now we're gonna be in the same.
He just
position next
reset the
turn, except-
situation.
Yeah. They're gonna have the Draven in the back line too.
Okay. All right. So Kale's at 5. We got this. My first instinct is we gotta at least try to take both battlefields here. So
Yeah.
Kale into the Zonborns to start things off.
Yeah.
Okay. In terms of discard, I think a Pure Decree has the least amount of. Actually, wait, no, it can actually work on
Well,
action.
you kind of need that to kill the Draven. Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay,
I think I would maybe want to hold up Imperial Decree this turn.
okay. Which means we're probably
Um,
discarding Gray back then.
Yeah, that checks out.
Okay. So we're at 3, and then Matriarch eats this one.
Yep.
Okay. So we're at 4. And the question would be, we need to leave up 5. So we leave up 5, which means we can play Dredger or Greyback and leave up a Decree and hide Hidden Blade.
Yeah, you could just play Dredger and leave up Decree and Hidden Blade.
Okay. That's true too. Does it matter where I kind of play for the defense here?
I think it might be best in your backline, but I'm not totally sure.
Okay. Carry on Dredger.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I guess you're saying just pass here.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is what I'm saying. I'm not sure it's good.
The thing is, I guess like if we're trying to hold, we don't think this one power and bird will matter then.
Well, you might want to use the units in your backline with Vi or Imperial Decree next turn.
Okay, understood. I see. Okay, I see what you're saying. So we're trying to bait him in. Hopefully, he doesn't have an answer to Imperial Decree. I think they would have to run something like some counter spell stuff like Abandon or Hard Bargain, but I don't know how common
the issue with okay, Spinning Axe. That's pretty tough. You can either play Vi, play Hidden Blade. Yeah, basically just those two, I think.
Okay. Vi or Hidden Blade here. So the advantage of playing Vi is we force him to have another card. If he has a second Spinning Axe, we're cooked because it's 7 into 9. I guess we could double hit. We can Hidden Blade there. But then I think he just wins on the spot, right?
Then you would just die, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
So if you Hidden Blade this, then you could Imperial Decree on the next combat.
Okay.
But then you would have, I think, no answer to Draven, because probably what would happen is Kaisa will get the axe, go in, you'll Decree, and then Draven will just sit there.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess do we have to take a riskier line then? I think we go Vi and hope it works out then. Is that what you're kind of saying?
Yeah. So So what would happen is you Vi and Noxus Hopeful trade, then Kaisa gets the Spinning Axe, goes and kills one of your things. You let that go. They draw 2 cards, and then you Hidden Blade the Draven, and they draw 2 more cards. I don't really love the sound of all that, but
okay. Yeah, I mean it's tough. It's tough either way. I don't like Hidden Blade immediately either though, because I feel like that doesn't do anything. So, the problem with Hidden Blade immediately is that it just resets the situation. He still has all his runes.
What if you Hidden Blade your own thing?
Okay. And force him to push in. Okay.
Then let's see what would happen. Draven would go kill Kale, and then you could Imperial Decree or Vi. I'm probably not Vi actually, but yeah, I don't really love that either.
Hidden Blade our own unit because then they just like walk over Kale and then they just double conquer win, right?
Yeah. Okay. I guess I would play Vi. I don't love it though.
Yeah, I think it is what it is, but there's no stun, so
yeah, you gotta recycle a rune.
Yep. So it's 7 versus 9.
Rengar pouncing.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, your only option to survive here now is to just kill Rengar in this combat.
Okay.
And
leave up the Draven, leave this guy.
Then you can Hidden Blade the Draven, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because the problem is then he can cascade his weapon, right? The Spinning Axe drops the base. Then he goes in. All right. Hidden Blade, Draven. Draws 2. Okay. And now he uses the hope he has nothing else.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
I think he has it, though. He had another Spinning Axe. Okay, we were actually dead no matter what, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's tough.
All right. So next game, sideboard-wise, how useful is like this Gear Hate against Draven?
I think Salvage might be good.
Okay.
Because you can kill a Spinning Axe in combat with it.
Okay. Cards that were like kind of awkward. I feel like a lot of cheap stuff that gives him easy kills is like kind of sus.
Yeah, maybe the Vanguard Captain's a little bad here.
Yeah. So we cut all 3 of them.
Yeah, I wonder if Imperial Decree is good or not. I think it might be not that good here.
Okay.
Because their stuff is not that big, except for the Draven.
Okay. We could replace with Call the Weak or Sabotage.
Yeah, Sabotage sounds all right. All right, let's try it.
Let's try it. Here we go. Game 2. We're going first. Risen Altar.
Yeah.
Currently down 0-1, but it's fine. Our sideboard will save us. Was the left battlefield useful? No, we didn't draw stuff to make it useful. Also, the nature of the matchup is that it was so fast. Like even though the game was like 15 minutes, we only played like 5 turns and we just like lost.
Yeah.
So.
They had tentacles and to score 2 every turn, so
yeah.
that's pretty tough to beat.
It's tough. They had that, and they also had double axe, and then they had some follow-up. So, by the way, out of all your testing so far, Sam, is Ambessa actually your favorite legend, or is just one that you think stylistically matches with sort of some of the stuff that you've been playing before?
It's not the one I would pick to play in a tournament, I don't think, but I think it's very interesting. I think that the yellow-orange color pair is kind of lacking, and so I probably wouldn't choose to play a yellow-orange deck in a tournament, but I do like the ability of Ambessa. Like, I think the legend is really powerful, and if you can figure out how to use it right, then I think you can make a pretty good deck with it. But yeah, I'm still working on that.
Yeah. No worries, no worries. I mean, I feel like people might have an expectation of like, oh yeah, we need to see like this deck immediately perfect and polished, but it's definitely a unique take. I feel like your list is one of the more unique takes on Ambessa. A lot of other people are just kind of playing the usual stuff, kind of like the way they were playing Set or the way they're playing like mid-range Fiora before she turned into an Aurora deck. So
Yeah,
I find
could
it pretty interesting.
imagine. I could imagine this Ambessa deck or something similar to it being a good best of play, but I'm gonna be playing
You've been playing something
something
else.
higher tier, I think.
Okay. You know what? That game was on me, Sam. I mulliganed wrong. That's what happened. It's not that was not on you. I messed up. Okay.
Yeah, I
This
forgot about
game,
that.
new me, new chance.
All right.
Rengar. I mean that. I feel like it's a little tricky when we're on the play here.
Yeah. So I want to keep the seal for sure. I think if we had a seal in that previous game, that would have made a big difference.
Okay.
And I think that also means you have to keep Kale because it's your only playable unit, but you also have to mull 2 cards because you don't have a 2-drop.
So salvage goes bye bye.
Yeah.
All right, that makes sense. Mulligan 2. All right. Well,
Unlucky.
we did not draw a 2-drop. Guess we are passing here.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't worry. This might be a very quick review of what went wrong this game.
Well, they don't have tentacles this time, so
Okay.
we'll have a little bit more time to get our feet under us.
Okay. Ambessa versus Kale here. Do you have a preference?
Yeah, I think I would just play Ambessa, and then next turn you can like play Kale and empower it or something like that.
Cool.
Um,
I like it.
or maybe Ambessa goes to Risen Altar, you empower Ambessa and you play Kale in your base.
Ooh, I like it. Okay, she has to be empowered with an orange rune. I see. A second seal.
Yeah, the Risen Altar discounts it, so you can just spend 3 energy, no power if you want.
I like that. Okay. So,
Second seal is not super helpful. So I guess you can use the seal to run away if you like.
I like that. And get an
So-
empower on Ambessa that way.
You could either empower Ambessa or Kale. Like, go to Risen Altar, empower Ambessa, play the seals, run away with the Matriarch, and play the Kale, or you can do the same thing but empower the Kale in your base instead of empowering the Ambessa.
Okay. Well, we're here at Risen Altar, and you said play the seal, right?
Sure.
So the seal, which allows it, might as well just play the other seal as well.
Yeah, definitely.
So seal into seal, then tap these 3 to empower Ambessa,
Yeah, that's fine.
and then that'll empower this, which lets me disempower this, ready this Ambessa, move it back.
Yeah, you got to tap your seal for that.
Oh yeah, sorry, tap my seal, and then play my Kale. Boom. I like that.
Yeah. All right.
I think that's a good setup turn. I guess the question would be like, do we want the empower on Kale versus Ambessa? My logic was that this Ambessa gives +3 and Kale gets +2, so I thought this was more might efficient. What's the trade off of like wanting to put it on Kale instead?
So the argument there is that you have more options for next turn because Kale or Ambessa can be empowered next turn, whereas the way you have it, if you want to empower something, it has to be Kale.
Okay, got it. Understood. Okay, so he did a bunch of cool magician tricks. Ty Turner and Overzealous fan. We have public execution, so that will help us kill some stuff, which is good.
That's going to be very good. Yeah, you could even just double public execution both the Kaisas.
Ooh, wait, I kind of like that.
Yeah, so I think the way to pull this off would be to... I think send Kale to Forbidding Waste,
Okay. Kale to Forbidden Waste. And then he might
probably the
Overzealous.
Overzealous fan will get used.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, they just let it go. Oh, nice. Okay, so they think they're gonna get to
yeah.
attack into your Kale,
Okay.
but like if you kill both the Kaisas, they're not gonna get to do that. So
Yeah.
I think this might be great.
So Ambessa into the Risen Altar first, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. So Ambessa gets this kill here. I'm at 3, and then we're going to Public Execution, tap 1, and target one of the Kaisas. He discarded both.
They anticipate that you're gonna flow
Yeah,
it.
and then it costs
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to tap, and then recycle a yellow, I'm assuming.
Sure.
And then do that. Okay, cool.
Yeah, and remove the Public Execution from your trash.
Remove. Cool. Am I missing anything else? I think that's good.
Nope. Yeah. So if they have another Accelerate, that's pretty annoying. They can kill your Kale.
Yeah.
But if they don't, you did a pretty good job wiping their board. You might be able to carry this to a win. Okay, too bad.
Okay. Kale's dead. Sag. That's okay because this we haven't actually empowered Kale.
You spent it, yeah.
Oh, I see. But I think by empowering the Ambessa, we did get to use a Public Execution this last turn, though.
Yeah, that would have worked if you had empowered Kale too.
Oh, you're right. Okay. Okay. So, another variation of what we could do that I just see withdrawing this Noxian Emissaries, we could try to play this and empower it, and then have this Ambessa move over to the Breacher by using the Matriarch of War.
Yep, I think that's exactly what I would do.
Okay. Now, the other question I have is it worth putting the Noxian Emissary on the Risen Altar to get the cheaper discount?
If you do that, it means Inferno is going to be able to attack into it.
Okay.
If you want, you can hold up Vi to play as a defender there.
Okay.
Which I think might be worth doing. So if you're going to do that, then
the other option,
fine, but you don't have to.
The other option would be try to develop Tools of the Empire as well. So like we could, but if we like Noxian Emissary, empower it, then we have 6 runes up to tools, but that doesn't actually functionally do anything until next turn.
Yeah, I think I would just play the Emissary in your base.
Okay. And then just empower it manually.
Yeah, empower it for full price.
And then that empowers this Ambessa. We hold the 4, by the way. And then we move this and then eat the Rek'Sai.
Mm-hmm. And then if they do some kind of trick to try to win Forbidding Waste, you can play Vi there.
Yeah.
To for another +7 might, which would be pretty big.
Okay. And then I guess that's it, right? So we can just pass here?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then the Forbidding Waste is like a status. So
oh, you got to tap your seal for the Ambessa disempower.
Oh, sorry. You're right.
Okay, so they're 6 to 5.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to play your Vi.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Vi. So now she's no longer defending alone.
Right.
Rebuke.
Oh, God.
On Ambessa.
Okay, so Vi dies.
Okay, so Vi is dead. He got it.
Okay, but now their Inferno is waiting to get killed.
Yeah. Why not conquer with Emissary because of Forbidding Waste? Leave a buy that makes more bodies. Was it going to? It'd be 2 into a 1 for Rek'Sai defending.
Yeah, that sounds like it might have been a better play.
Oh, yeah. I kind of forgot about the Forbidden Waste from the Rek'Sai itself. That probably would have been more efficient, yeah. Hopefully we get Silver recovery, but I think that's a good spot. Draven, okay.
Draven is 7. Okay, so if you want, you can play tools, pump the Emissary up to 4, go in and play Vi, then you'd be 9 to 8. And you can stun the Draven. And then if they have something like a Rebuke, then they can stop you, but at least your unit won't die.
Okay, I like that.
What other options are there? You can go... Emissary can just go in and kill Inferna, and then you could play Ambessa, empower it, and go in and kill Draven, but then you still get rebuked, and it's worse, I would say. So
Okay.
yeah, I think I like the Vi play.
Do you is there also a possibility of doing something like playing Noxian, like taking 6 on left, trying
Yeah,
to go to 6, then just develop and then try to go for double conquer next turn?
yeah, that could definitely be better.
Because like my thought would be Noxian Emissary here to the left, and then just play like Legion Marauder, Tools of the Empire, empower something, and then pull the Noxian Emissary back. And I think that's
Yeah,
what I'm trying to do.
that makes a lot of sense. You could also Shadows Call the Noxian Emissary if you want.
Okay. You mean like this turn as well?
Yeah, to draw some cards, and then you could play Ambessa and Legion Marauder and empower the Legion Marauder.
Ooh, okay, I like that too. I feel like we haven't got a chance to pop off a Shadows Call, so you want to rip it?
All right.
All right, let's do it. So let's attempt to Shadows Call this. Okay, draw 2. It's temporary, so this is... Ooh, I don't know if that changes anything. Actually, that might make our follow-up play even better then. So I attempt to take this. They could ride the wind. Okay, they didn't. We're at 6. And then you say Ambessa and Legion Marauder.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Is it Legion Marauder or is it Kale here?
Well, it's nice to get the Ambessa Legend readied.
Oh, you mean like empower it right now?
Yeah.
Okay. I like it. All right. And I think that is it. So he holds the 5. But the problem would be that the Draven becomes harder to deal with.
Yeah. But you're ahead on points, so it's kind of fine.
Okay. 5. Kaisa. Okay. So he conquers. Get these guys. This is where the Imperial Decree could be nasty, but I think we had it sideboarded out.
Yeah.
That's okay. Maybe the learning would be if we're on the play, maybe you could get use of the Imperial Decree.
Yeah, I mean, you have Empower Ambessa, play Tools, and play Rampage lined up. That would clear the Draven, probably. So,
Okay. Oh, Empower Ambessa, Tools her, so she goes from 4, 7, 10. Okay, I like that.
Oh, that is a good draw.
Ooh, let's just rip it. Sabotage.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
Like he'll probably be able to find a win after that.
Sabotage. See what he's got. Axes. He's definitely holding something. Okay, so he probably has a counter spell of some kind.
No, I think they're probably thinking about whether to play Spinning Axe right now or not.
Oh, that's true. He could react with the Spinning Axe as well. That's fair enough. He probably most certainly has an axe then. He has 2 Spinning Axes.
2 axes and an Inferna.
Yeah.
Which you can't take.
So it's basically axe versus Falling Star.
If you're going to try to win this turn, which I think you should, then you would have to take an axe. But you should probably figure out what the winning line is.
Got it. Okay. So the winning line would be this is technically at 3 right now. So then Ambessa plus 3. I mean, I could also just not have to Rampage. I can just attack with Ambessa plus Vi, and he could only defend at 9 plus 3 plus 1. So it's 13 on a battlefield. So it would be Empower Ambessa. That's 3 runes. Vi would be 12, 13, 14. And then I have a 2 rune short. That's not enough. I only have 10 runes. I could also try to Rampage. Can I Rampage? With this, it's 4 plus 3 plus 4, so that's 11. But then he's Spinning Axe to cover, so it's 12. Oh, but this is plus 2. Rampage gives plus 2.
Yeah. So
that actually
what
covers
if you go Empower Ambessa, it's a 7. Tools it, it's a 9. Rampage, or sorry. Then go Ambessa to the left, kill the Kaisa, and that side can only get up to 8. So Ambessa conquers that side no matter what. Then you can Rampage to deal 11 to the Draven. That seems like it'll work.
Okay, cool. So we take this Spinning Axe then?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So sorry, you said a lot. So we play Tools of Trade here first.
Sure.
Sorry, we have to wait for him to the axe. So tools of trade first. 1, 2, 3, 4. You want to empower Ambessa now before we move to the battlefield?
Yeah, I want to empower Ambessa and tap the Tools of Empire to make Ambessa up to a 9, and then go to the Risen Altar.
Okay.
Or is that what it's called? Yeah, Risen Altar.
Okay. So this is 9 right now, and we go to the Risen Altar.
Yeah, so there's no way they can stop this.
Yep. I guess we should. I'll put this as my total right now because he has his total as well. Okay, nice. We're at 7. And then they said Rampage right now.
Yeah, that'll deal 11 to Draven.
This is 11, and then he's spinning axes. But then if I attack in with Forbidden Waste, he just dies, right?
Yeah, so they could play Inferna and Spinning Axe right now, which would save Draven from that. But if you send in the Legion Marauder, that's enough to kill both.
Ah, okay, right. Because I can use my 3 damage afterwards because it's going to be 11 marked.
Right. Okay, so they're giving up.
Okay, cool. Game 3. There we go, dude. We beat Draven. Here we go. All right.
Yeah. All right. So for this game, you're going to be on Trifarian War Camp. So I think you maybe want to bring the Vanguard captains back in, and you can maybe get rid of the Kales.
Okay.
Because we're not on
the Empower ones.
The discount one. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not sure if this is legal or not, but.
Oh, to take out Camper deck.
Yeah. I guess going second, maybe you should keep maybe like the Rengar goes out instead of one of the Kales.
Okay. What about the 2 drops? Like maybe is like Carrion Dredger's like worse on the play or on the draw?
You could, yeah. I mean that has the War Camp thing too, though. You could just get rid of Legion Marauder and keep Kale if you want.
Okay, I like that a little bit better. It's like we don't need these 2 drops because we're going second.
Yeah.
Sabotage did work there. Imperial Decree, we kind of sensed one situation we needed it, but we actually didn't need it. We won without it, so I think this is okay.
Yeah, you're gonna have to put in one more card though.
Oh, okay. Maybe Rengar makes the cut again.
Or Rengar, yeah.
I like Rengar. I'm a cat man. I don't know about you.
Okay. Yeah.
Are you a cat or a dog man or neither?
Neither.
Neither. Do you have any pets?
Yeah.
Not even a pet deck. I see.
Maybe I shouldn't admit this.
No, it's okay, man. No, you travel too much for events. It makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, Targon's Peak. So my assumption would be Greyback would be our turn 1 play because it's something that doesn't deramp us.
Yeah, you definitely have to keep that.
And then I just don't think we sabotage for a while. Plus, we have multiple copies of it, so it's like okay if we toss it back.
I agree with that. I think I would hang on to the Vanguard captain because of the synergy with both the Greyback and the Trifarian War Camp. Then I don't know if you should keep Public Execution or not. I'm kind of inclined to keep it.
Yeah, it was an MVP card last game, I think.
Yeah. So yeah, I would click on this Mulligan 1.
Okay, Mulligan 1. All right, let's do it. He's got nothing. No turn 1 play. Watch this. Damn it. All right, it didn't work that time. All right, Greyback here, nothing has changed. I don't think Captain here is acceptable for a turn 1 play.
Yeah, you certainly can't play the Captain right now.
Yeah, the deramping here is just too expensive. If you had a seal, if you had a seal, would you play turn 1 Captain?
You could certainly consider it.
Okay.
I think it'd still probably be better turn 2 to go with the Greyback, but
okay.
Oh god, the tentacles are back.
The tentacles are back. And he actually readies up 2 runes.
One thing that you might be able to do here is go with the Greyback to Targon's Peak, and then maybe a Spinning Axe will get played, and then you could salvage it, and then you would have a pretty good turn.
Ooh, okay. I like it.
I don't know if that will work, but I think that's what I would try to do, yeah.
I feel like our hand's pretty bad, so I feel like we have to make something happen here.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Greyback. Pass. Do it. Oh, he played Rengar.
Oh my god.
Rengar to base.
Oh, they're just playing it in their base. Okay.
Okay.
All right, that's not so bad.
And then we Targon's ping, so we ready 2 at the end of the turn, which means we could probably play like Ambessa and then ready 2 runes. I don't know what that really does. We can also public execution. Oh, we can't.
Yeah, so the Rengar is gonna get you.
Uh-oh.
Also, it's worth noting your opponent should not have played this Rengar because you're conquering Targon's Peak. And so at the end of your turn, you're going to have a Targon's Peak trigger that they can react to.
Oh, right. Okay, got it.
So they're definitely going to have a window to play it later. But yeah, so in order to deal with this Rengar, we are going to have to either... Can Greyback kill itself, actually? It can.
Oh, that's
interesting.
So you want Greyback to kill itself and play Ambessa? Is that what you're saying?
No. So what I would do, I think, one line that you can think about is you Shadows Call the Greyback, and then if you don't draw anything useful, you can play the Vanguard Captain and just have the Greyback kill itself. Or you could kill one of the recruits and have the Greyback be a 5 to defend.
Okay. But either way, you like the Shadow Skull's turn?
Yeah. The other option would be like just play Salvage to cycle, play Vanguard Captain, and then kill a recruit.
It's 2 power. Oh man.
But brutal. Yeah, you lose so much power. I don't really like it.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I'm gonna Shadow Skull.
I would do this. Yeah. Now you could maybe draw like a Rampage or something that would.
Ooh.
No. Okay.
Oh, Rampage would have been so good. Okay. Vanguard Captain here.
Yeah.
Okay, Vanguard Captain. And then you said eat this to empower it.
I think you just kill itself.
Just kill itself.
Yeah.
Okay. I did not know that Greyback could eat itself. That's actually crazy tech.
Yeah, me neither. This is the first time that's ever come up. Yeah, I don't love your spot now, but
yeah.
Next turn you can go Ambessa and Public Execution the Rengar if you need to. So that's not so bad.
Holy cow. That might be the most crazy, unintuitive play I've seen in Riftbound in a long time. But you know what? I'm here for it, man.
Yeah, the turn did not go the way I was hoping it would. I was hoping they would play Spinning Axe.
Yeah. I know what you mean. No, I actually see I see the vision. I see the vision. Okay, so he readies 2. I mean, that still could be a possibility here. We could try to do the same thing. These Public Execution are kind of weighing us down right now.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. We get +1 from Trifarian War Camp, though, so we can actually use it to at least kill Rengar.
Oh, that's true.
Just
defend
trade.
The War Camp somehow? I'm not sure how you would accomplish that. Maybe you just develop Ambessa in your base and use that to push over.
Yeah, that seems like the best line here, which is Vanguard Captain pushing to Trifarian War Camp, score Public Execution Rengar, and then just play Ambessa. I don't see anything else right now.
Okay.
Let's do this. Who knows? Maybe he'll give us a free salvage here. Okay. So, and then I will Public Execution Rengar.
Yeah.
This is 4 technically. And I will recycle. Just think about, actually, I can think of recycle an orange here. I feel like we have so many yellows.
Okay, so are they thinking about Spinning Axe now?
Oh.
Yes. Okay, so they did have it, but they were being patient with it.
Okay. Am I allowed to salvage?
So if you want,
this
you can.
now?
You could salvage and Public Execution it again if you like, but I think it's.
Oh, so this is closed, right? So public didn't work.
Yeah, I think I would just play the Ambessa in your base still.
Okay.
And just do something next turn because it's going to cost you so many runes.
Okay. And I think we just kill this or no?
I don't think you should kill that. You should make them hold it so they can't conquer it.
Oh, so they can't get the 2 runes.
Yeah, because you're not going to be able to stop that conquer anyways. So I think I would rather just make sure they don't get the 2 runes.
Okay, got it.
But I would say this game is not going great.
Oh yeah, are we supposed to get the empower from the Greyback killing itself?
No, because the Greyback never became empowered because it was dead.
Okay.
When that ability resolved. Oh no.
Tide Turner. That's okay. We have another Public Execution for this.
Yeah.
Wow. The seals definitely, I can see why you want to add seals to this because I feel like the seals definitely would have created more like a smoother power curve, because I do think our hand would have been less log jam. So I can see the vision behind it.
Yeah, this is a
Oh,
problem with seal decks in general. Is like, in order to make the seals good, you kind of have to make your deck not function without them.
right, right. Okay. Well, good news, Sam. We drew a seal.
Yeah, it's maybe a little late, but
I mean, might as well commit it right now.
are you going to salvage the
Yeah.
thing? Okay.
So I think the play is seal here, attack into Tide Turner. Actually, do I salvage right now? I think I salvage right now, right?
Yeah, I don't see a reason to wait, really.
Okay. Gonna salvage the spinning X. So I draw a card. It's the Noxian Emissary. It doesn't do that much here. I think we can sort of just go with the plan. This is the part where you tell me the plan, Sam.
Okay. So one option is score with Ambessa, public execution, the Rangar, and then
Then Dredger. Not.
maybe empower Ambessa.
Okay, got it. Empower Bessa, move her back.
I was thinking not move her back, but I guess you could move her back. Yeah. So let's say you go empower Ambessa, score left, kill this Tide Turner, execute the Rangar or the Noxus Hopeful. Then you're down two runes. You're going to spend a third rune to move her back.
Maybe I don't execute, because I feel like the execute doesn't stop them from double conquering. So I feel like it'd be empower Ambessa, move her back, and then just develop a 2-drop.
Yeah, or you could play both 2-drops and empower the emissary.
Okay. That works as well.
Move her back that way. Yeah.
Okay. I like that.
You should do your attack first.
Oh, sorry. So 3, and then 1, 2, and then 1 to empower this, and then empower this, which allows me to disempower it. Oh, it is really expensive.
Yeah.
And then move this back home. And the question would be, like, do we want to go on even point tempo here for 4? Give him a free card.
That's a good question. Yeah. That's probably worth doing.
Okay. And then Targon's Treasure. Plus, we never know. Maybe he walks into another salvage again. Who knows? Maybe the public execution was this past hour, Sam. Of watching us try to play against this Draven. Oh Lord. Draven player seems good. I mean, he's had a solid game plan. He seems like he's pretty comfortable with it. I do feel like his game plan has been pretty straightforward though, as well. Okay, another seal, which is a dead draw for us, I think.
Yeah, we're in big trouble.
Yeah. I don't know if we can deal with this Draven. He's at 9. If I power Ambessa, public execution doesn't work.
No, you're gonna have to try to figure out how to have one of your sides hold somehow.
Okay.
So like one possibility is you like use Vi to take Targon's Peak.
Okay.
And then jam a bunch of shit somewhere.
Yeah, and then just hope that it works out.
Well, it seems like it's kind of impossible. So they have 3, 12, 17, 18, 19, 20 in the back.
Okay.
And you have 8, 13 with Vi. Yeah, it seems totally hopeless.
All right, well, we can salvage the draw. What do you think about that? Like, salvage just to draw a card?
Yeah. Okay, so if you're going to do that, you're fishing for
Rampage.
Hidden Blade, basically.
Or is it Hidden Blade?
Rampage does not seem like it works. because you have to tap 2 for salvage.
Oh, you're right. I don't have the runes. I don't have the runes. Okay.
So in that case, that means you can just do it on your opponent's turn.
I see. I see. So you're salvage on my opponent's turn. So I guess is there any point of playing this seal? I guess it gives him less or more information on my hand.
Oh, there's no reason not to play it, really.
Okay.
If the game goes on for another turn, you'll be happy you have it.
Okay. So I have to empower Ambessa and push in here.
Well, if your goal is to rip Hidden Blade, you can't do that.
Okay.
All you can really do is stack up
on the left
everything
side
on the war camp, I think. Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. All in. The thing is, I can't stop him if he just goes to Targon's Peak.
Well, yeah, that's definitely true.
Yeah. I mean, I think you're right. I think we're in a really difficult spot either way. So, I mean, it is what it is. I think we're gonna pass.
Yeah, I would just say go.
Yeah, we're gonna hope that he gives us an opportunity here.
Yeah, the best you can really do here is your opponent stacks up Targon's Peak and gives you another turn. Then maybe you can figure something out.
Yes.
Maybe you draw a Hidden Blade and you go. Okay, so that was 4 killing your 4. So, yeah, I guess you can just let that go.
Okay. He's at 10. All right, you ready, Sam?
Yeah, now's the time.
Here we go. We're gonna salvage on nothing to draw a card, and okay, he's got us.
All right,
GG's.
too bad.
Dedge. All right. Well, I think. I mean, I can see why Draven's a tough matchup. I do think we did pull off like one of the cool plays and things that what Ambessa can do. I do think this is actually a really tough matchup, though.
Yeah, game 2 it did show the vision.
Yeah, it showed the vision a little bit.
I'm glad we got that instead of just getting our ass kicked.
No worries, no worries. Okay, so let's do for the rest of the time that we have here, at least, why don't we do a little bit of like deck improvement, just kind of a live in the lab. Let's analyze it. Let's assume Draven is going to be very represented in the upcoming tournament. How do we change this deck, if anything, going into the tournament?
How do we beat Draven is the question we're asking.
Yeah. Like, what would we do to make this deck better against Draven?
Okay, I am going to go into the deck builder and look at every yellow and orange card and see if anything strikes my inspiration.
Okay.
Sabotage maybe could be moved to the main deck a bit. Punch First, I think is, well, it's okay in the Draven matchup, but it's pretty weak to Rebuke, so might not be the answer we're looking for. But yeah, when we got to look at their hand with Sabotage, that made it a lot easier to deal with all their tricks.
Okay.
So I could imagine putting some of those in the main deck. Let's see. Repulse can counter Rebuke, but I don't think it's a very good card.
You don't like Repulse in general?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's like Rebuke is not the thing that's killing this deck, really.
Yeah. It feels like we don't have good defense, but I'm not sure if we can change that very much.
Yeah, you can play Facebreaker as a card.
Okay.
But it's also not a very good card. Let's see. Death Grip is kind of interesting.
Okay, Death Grip. Looking up Death Grip. Kill a friendly unit to give its might equal to its might to another friendly unit this turn, so draw 1.
Oh, this reminds me of something that I heard this morning, suggested in a different context, but BF Sword could be an interesting card to add to this deck.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think one thing that was interesting was we were getting outsized on like the public execution, and I thought that was something we weren't worried about too much.
Well, yeah, the units in this deck are not that big, so it's not that surprising. Yeah, maybe public execution is just not a great card to play. Let's see, you could play Xin Zhao. That would be interesting. I haven't thought of that before.
Zhao. Wow. Okay. Interesting.
You could rebuild the deck a little bit and try to play like Baited Hook, and maybe like, I don't know what you would hook into, but you could get like Spectral Matron going.
Interesting. Okay.
I don't know if this helps Draven much.
Baited hook Ambessa. Fascinating. And that would actually require like a completely different restructure of everything because you have to kind of like
Yeah.
make it much more might. You like to consider your might, consider how many units you're playing, things like that sort. Interesting.
A card I had in before that I no longer have is Grand Stratagem,
Oh,
um,
okay.
which you can use to defend a big board if you have a few recruits.
Okay.
But I'm worried it's a little underpowered.
It's pretty expensive. I mean, it is a powerful effect with the tokens. That part I do
Yeah.
like.
Draven is just a really good deck, especially against decks like this that are trying to do combat with small units. It really eats you for
For sure.
breakfast. It doesn't surprise me that Draven's a bad matchup and that there's not a ton that we can really do about it.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now, and I don't see much from the new set at least on how to handle Draven. Yeah, I guess another question too is you like orange and Bessa a lot more than yellow and Bessa.
I wouldn't say I like it a lot more. I'm not sure which one to play. The orange one is good with the cards like Public Execution and Rampage because those are both slow. You don't get to use the assault bonus from the yellow one.
Okay,
That's kind of the biggest unit we have access to, really.
got
Um,
it.
Guttural Roar could help against Draven, maybe.
Yeah, just like extra. I'm just putting this under like a considering category of like
Yeah.
different things. God Aurora could be interesting. We do have a lot of Empower. It could be cheap ways to get some good might sizing.
Yeah. If you're trying to do a hold with a grayback in the mid game or something, then that could be a really good trick because like if they go Spinning Axe for +3, you go Guttural Roar for +4.
I like it. I like it.
That's a pretty good exchange.
And then one person asked about Yone. That is an interesting idea because like Yone says if you conquer an open battlefield, deal damage equal to my might to an enemy unit in base. And a lot of Draven
Yeah.
we saw was like basically hiding their units in the back. Sniping that could actually be like a big tempo swing there. And you had the ready from Ambessa
Well,
to do that.
Yeah. So okay, I was gonna say that I didn't think it was gonna work because of the tentacles occupying the battlefields, but in this particular deck, you could like first send in your carrion dredger to trade with their tentacle, and then clear the battlefield, and then Yone can come in. So that's an interesting idea, actually.
Yeah, that's cool. It does cost an orange, and we are like a little bit light on orange. And that is an expensive turn. That's another thing too. I did this something with my set deck when I played this in Las Vegas qualifier where I played Showstopper in Yone. And because it was such a heavy Draven meta at the time, that actually had some big blowout potential where you could do some really nasty things. So I'm a big fan
Yeah.
whenever we can pull off some Yone plays. It's pretty cool.
And you can, yeah, the Ambessa Legend kind of does the same thing, where you can get the Yone in right away.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good suggestion.
Boom.
Yeah, I don't know what the deck would look like
Sorry.
with that, but it's very interesting.
I like it. I like it. Well, there you have it, man. You have some ideas that even Sam Sherman's like, oh, you know what? You might be cooking a little bit with that one. Boom.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Sam, thanks so much for taking the time today to show me around the ropes. I feel like this gave me a really good idea of where to start with Ambessa. I like some of the. I do think the peak, like the power curve of this deck is pretty strong, but definitely have to go back a little bit and think about like what the actual good version of this deck looks like. But I think that's part of what makes it exciting. It's like unsolved.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I think basically nobody has any good Ambessa deck that I've ever seen. So if you can figure out how to do something clever and unique and powerful with this, then best of Ambessa is yours for the taking.
There you go. Boom. It's not going to be Sam apparently because he's. We'll see though. I appreciate you taking the time. I want to wrap this up with a quick like a Q&A, like a rapid fire at the very end, if you don't mind. All right, Sam, it's your final Riftbound tournament. Are you going to be playing your favorite deck, or are you going to be playing the strongest deck?
It's my final Riftbound tournament.
That's right.
I'd probably just play my favorite deck then. I mean, I mostly play my favorite decks anyways.
Okay. What's currently your favorite deck at the moment?
Right now, it is probably Draven.
Okay.
Which is also my front runner for Barcelona. But I'm really enjoying the tentacle stuff.
Wait, Sam, that sentence is wild out of context. So But you know what,
All
man?
right,
I
you go
know
ahead and clip
exactly
that.
what you mean. I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
Okay. Sam, would you rather have the tournament start at 7 a.m. or 7 p.m.?
Oh my God. Those are the most unhinged start times I've ever heard of. I guess I would say 7 a.m., but I really do not want to start at 7 a.m. I
Yeah.
really like the 10 a.m. start time actually
Yeah.
that they've been doing.
Okay. Okay. I
Magic
mean,
tournaments always start at 9 a.m. and it's a little
it's a
too
little
early for
sus.
me.
Plus, if you have a buy,
Yeah,
you get a little bit extra time as well, which is even nicer.
yeah, that's true.
All right. Sam, jam a couple more games or VOD review?
I'm more in the jam games camp, I think,
Yes. I like that.
but
I like that.
a good mix of both is healthy.
Every player we've had was like, you should VOD review. They're giving like the real answer. Like, but jam more games, man. I'm definitely a fan of playing more games.
VODs are nice for when you're, fully present. Like I can watch a VOD while I'm folding my laundry or something.
Okay. Okay. I like that.
Um, so if I have my full presence of mind, I can just play a game.
I like it. Okay. Sam, would you rather win World one time or be top 10 for 5 years?
Win worlds one time.
Yes. Okay. That's also the Giga Chat answer. I love it. And that might be coming up soon. Who knows? Uh,
Yeah.
Sam, unban one card currently in Riftbound.
Unban a card?
Yes. Any card.
Well, there's not that many banned cards to choose from. I guess I would choose maybe Dreaming Tree is the least offensive one. But
Okay.
broadly speaking, I think that all the cards that are banned currently deserve to be banned. And there are many other cards that are not banned that I would choose to ban.
Okay. Okay. What's the one card you would want to ban? Let's say you could only add one right now.
Okay, Echo.
Echo, the Lux combo. Kill it with fire. All right. Finally, Sam, this is the last question. What's your Riftbound take that other top players would even disagree with you right now? It could be about anything, about the meta, about how the game is played or designed or whatever, anything.
I think that the best of prizes are the best mechanic that has ever existed in any TCG.
Okay. I agree there.
Yeah, I'm not sure how controversial that is, but I feel pretty strongly about it.
I feel like
Uh,
a lot of people are divided on it. Actually, as in, I think some people who like it really love it, like you, and then there's other people who like absolutely despise it because of the collateral effects probably of it.
yeah. Oh, I have a hot take that most people don't like.
Okay, what's up?
I think that the mistrigger policy, where if your opponent doesn't remember to untap 2 runes with Targon's Peak, you don't have to remind them or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I think is just total nonsense and shouldn't exist, and you should just be forced to remind them.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you're saying if someone misses a trigger, you should just tell them to untap it instead of just letting them miss it?
Well, I'm not saying you should choose to do that. I'm saying the people who make the rules should choose to force you to do that.
I see. Okay, to maintain an accurate game state.
Yeah, because every other aspect of the game is already like that, where if I let's say you have a Ferris Forerunner on a battlefield and I empower my Kale twice up to a 7, and I go in and attack your Forerunner, and then we both put our units into the graveyard, you have to tell me hey, isn't your Kale a 7? I think it survived that combat. And I go, oh yeah, I put my Kale back on the board. But if there's a triggered ability involved, that doesn't apply for some reason. The triggers are just unique in this property, that it's not both players' responsibility to maintain the game state anymore.
Okay.
And I don't think that's necessary. I don't think it's fun, and I wish that it just wasn't like that.
You know what? I like that. I can get behind that. +1 for me. +1 for me. All right. One final question on the way out from a chatter. What are your top 3 to 5 legends according to Sam? I guess you said Draven was one of them. Who else would you put up there?
Master Yi, Diana, Aurelia, and yeah, Draven.
Okay, Diana, Mastery, Irelia, Draven,
And
and that's 4. I mean,
yeah, I'm not sure. I think those are probably the top tier.
all right, dope. Perfect. Well, Sam, thank you so much for taking time, running over everything. I'm gonna go in the lab and see if I can make Ambessa work. Some of the unique ideas get me kind of excited. I want to see if maybe I can do this Yone thing.
All right,
Other
yeah,
than
I hope you
that,
come up with something nice.
oh, I'll try. I'll try before I give up on it.
Yeah. I feel
um,
like there's at least a fun deck here, even if it's not going to be a top tier deck. So
I agree. I agree. I
I'm looking
actually
forward to
played
seeing
a
what you come up with.
even if it ends up being bad, I actually played kind of a bad legend last time as well, which did something similar, which was the Vi legend. Uh,
Yeah, you're definitely a bad legend enjoyer. You
that is what
really
I'm
like
known for.
you
Yep,
know
that is
digging
true.
down deep in the tier list to go for a best of.
I'm a reformed man. Hey, that's what I'm trying. I'm trying to figure out something better this time. That's partially why this series exists. Don't worry. Okay, Sam, that's all we have time. Is there anything you want to say? Shout outs or final plugs before we go?
Yeah, you can check out my content at Sam D Sherman on YouTube. Follow me on Twitter at Sam D Sherman. Uh, I have a Rengar guide from set 3 that you can buy for $30. That's a little outdated. That's on my Metafy, also Sam D Sherman. Also want to thank Merlion Games for sponsoring my team Aspirants Climb. Um, and yeah, that's it. Thanks
That's
for having me.
it. Boom. Sam's YouTube is great, especially if you're like, just trying to watch some high level gameplay. They have between him and Anu when they do the testing, it's really good production. I could just like pull up like a quick video to show you guys, but they show you the tabletop, they show you the hands, they vocalize a lot of their plays, and it's kind of exactly what Sam said, which is it's playing to like learn, right? It's like trying to discuss lines, be very open about it, and I feel like it's very educational. So if this is pretty much the densest, like the juicy steak of Riftbound content where you can consume all you want and get into the minds of the top players. So definitely check it out, guys. All right. Sam, that's it for me. So you're free to go. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you next time, man.
All right. Take care.
GG's. So my concluding thoughts about Ambessa, I think I like a lot of what Sam's ideas were about the deck. I was very surprised to see it being so yellow-centric when I think a lot of people anticipated to be very orange-centric instead. And I think that's a really cool script flip that a lot of people are not going to be expecting, and that can actually really surprise people if we can find the deck list. I think the appeal of working on this deck and trying to find the right list is very high, because I think the play rate's going to be a lot lower than Kennen, and I think both will take a lot of time investment. So for that very reason, I think I have Ambessa slightly above Kennen right now, placing in second place behind Akali, firmly ahead of Jason Nell, though. I still have another legend coming out with Nasus and Ali Eldrazi, so I'm going to keep my eyes open. I did enjoy Nasus when I first tried at the beginning of Vendetta, and I'm hoping that Ali can help me see the light. That's it for me this time. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time.